Hi, welcome to SVR Sports Picks. We are the odds couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. This is our NFL Friday review show. Of course, it's the wild card week in the NFL. Let's throw the record up overall, Mike Brenner. We're both positive in the NFL so far, which is something to be proud of. You're up at 6%, and that's despite your overzealous
17. I wish I could take that one back.
But no, your overall record is definitely something to be proud of, and I'm positive too. So that's
and
nice.
What did you call that weekend? Wild and wacky.
Yeah. Always very week 17. The NFL it's always fun, but it's always unpredictable and a little wild and a little wacky. All right, so we got 4 wild card games coming up. You've gone
2
official.
games on Saturday, 2 on Sunday.
You've gone official on a bunch of them, and let's run down the picks that you've given officially. You took Houston on the first half Pinnacle opener, Houston -3.5, and then later on you wound up adding Detroit +8, and we both went on Miami Pitt under. That was 47. Now it's down to 46 or 45.5, and you took Pittsburgh on the first half, Green Bay on the first half, and Green Bay, which you got at -4. And I'm on, again, Pittsburgh, Miami under 47, and you guys convinced me to go on Green Bay as well. I had to take -4.5, -102.
We didn't put a gun to your head, did we?
No.
Okay, but we convinced
you. Yeah, sure. Well, you and Al McMorty. I mean, you and Al McMorty both made your cases, and I said, all right, what the hell, I'll go on
now,
it as
on
well.
Green Bay, I think I went first half and full game, right?
Yes, first half and the full game.
Full game I got minus.
Full game -4, -115.
God, I love that.
All right, so basically you got plays on all these games. Do you want to add anything, take anything back? What do you want to do?
No, I'm going to keep it just like it is. I actually kind of like it, and the more I think about it and the more that I've looked into it, Pistol Pete, I think it's going to play out really nice. I think I'm going to bounce back strong from that Week 17 disaster.
Yeah. Well, I'll be talking with Brent from BetDSI later on to find out where the public is, and if there any sharp action came in. There hasn't been a ton of line movement that I'm seeing. Detroit is still 7.5, 8. The Green Bay Giants game has been solid at 4.5.
I may be wrong, Pete, but I think wild card weekend, I don't think the lines move a hell of a lot during that process. I may be wrong, but I've noticed.
I mean, I seem to recall that there were some this year I seem to recall that there were some kind of obvious plays with value usually every year that I see 1 or 2 games, and this year it's a little bit more up in the air. The Miami Pittsburgh game, that's 10 points, but you're certainly not phased, at least on the first half.
Not
with
at all.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Not at all. And I'm telling you right now, Pittsburgh's going to be ready. I think Miami's going to be stepping into something that's it's uncharted waters for this coach and this team, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be in Pittsburgh, and I know the weather doesn't play a huge effect because once that that momentum and adrenaline starts kicking in, it's over with. You get warmed up, but I just think their lack of experience and the fact that Matt Moore is now on a whole different stage. You're talking playoffs, and that means everything going up against a team that has a lot of experience on that.
I guess the one line move that I am seeing, we beat. It was the under in Miami Pittsburgh. That's the one line that moved kind of significantly, opened actually at 47.5. We got 47, and now it's down to Pinnacle 45.5 -108.
And
to
we're
the
both
under.
on
So
that, right?
And some places are still hanging 46, but it's 45.5 at the sharper
we
books.
beat the move, baby.
Pinnacle, the Chris books, and the Greek all have 45.5.
That's a
Other
good
places
sign,
have 46.
Pistol.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Again, you never know where it's going to close. You never know how it's going to turn out. But
I'll tell you what, though, I'm still feeling very, very good about that Green Bay game. I've read some articles. They've had some really good practice. Aaron Rodgers is talking like he's got his confidence back like years ago. So with that being said, you got a cohesive unit right now, Pete, that's clicking. That's dangerous, and I think all the trends and analytics and stats go out the window when you have a snowball of 7 or 8 in a row that they've won. It's going to be hard to stop, buddy.
All right, we'll see how it goes. And then just the last game I want to ask you about is Detroit-Seattle. I guess, it does seem like it's 8.5, though, at the Greek, which is kind of weird. But it's only 7.5 at Heritage. So the two kind of sharp books that are in disagreement, and Pinnacle holding steady at 8. So I guess some money must have come in on Seattle. Some people must have. I guess a lot of public people are probably liking Seattle here, right? Because they've seen how Stafford has been, and they're assuming that they've got still the image of Seattle of old in their brains.
Sure,
and thinking
and that's exactly right. We talked about it earlier in the week. A lot of the people just ran to the betting window because Detroit lost last week, in a game for the playoffs, but they got lucky and got in anyway. I wouldn't, take all of that into account. I would think about what's really going on with Seattle right now. And Pete Carroll, the statement he made, we have never been this unorganized and this, not focused going into the playoffs. And the defense has showed some holes. And again, Earl Thomas meant everything to that defense. And Richard Sherman right now is frustrated with the media. He's frustrated, and he's the kind of guy when he gets gets frustrated, he puts too much on his shoulders, and then he makes mistakes. So he might get burnt for a time or two, and I think Stafford's going to be quietly ready for this game.
Okay, well, we'll see how healthy he winds up being, how many interceptions he does or doesn't throw, and I guess that's it. Neither Mike Brenner nor I are going to...
a hell of a year, Pistol.
A hell of a year,
Fun
but
as hell.
it's not over. After the wild card round, of course, we've got the divisional round, and we'll have some opening lines for those on Monday.
Oh, no,
we
still
back
got
for that.
some to go. Yep.
And, of course, we got the Super Bowl coming up.
That's right. And you know what else? I want to throw this out because our producer, Dennis, this is his first time in doing the NFL season with us, and I just want to throw a hats off. He did a great job, and without Dennis and his professional, just everything, his moral of work, we wouldn't be doing what we do, Pistol Pete. So shout out to Dennis, our producer. Seriously.
Shout out to Dennis, our producer,
Yep, that's right.
We'll be back on Monday with the opening lines for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
That's right. Odds couples coming to you, baby.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.